Hello and welcome to Knitting with a G Lesson 5. Today I'm going to show you how to knit a hat on a loom. It is our last lesson, so I hope you're as excited as I am. Back to business. Looms usually come in a pack of 4 in which all of the colors usually match up with the same sizes, I hope. So this is the blue one that I'm going to show you most of the stuff on today, just because it's the smallest, so it's the fastest. You'd probably use it for a newborn's head, and then maybe scarves you could probably do on that one. And then there's a red one that's a little bit bigger, and you could probably use that for a baby's head or a toddler's head. And then there's this green one that I'm going to show you one thing on today, and you would use that for adult-sized heads. And then there's a yellow one that's really big and I've never actually used for anything before. So there you go. I've already started this just so you wouldn't have to watch me do all these steps. But what you're going to start with is you're going to take 3 or 4 inches just to let it hang down, and then you're going to wrap it twice around this knob on the end just to secure it. And then I'm going to show you in just a minute how to wrap it all the way around, but you have to do 2 rows. So now I'm going to show you on the second row. So to start, you're just going to take it around the back of the one you need to wrap it around so that it has a solid loop in front. And you can see these how the 2 sides cross in the back. So you're just going to keep wrapping around. And this is exactly what I did with the first row. And then I pushed them down because they started up here, so I just pushed them down and made room for the second row. And then when I'm done here, you're just going to take the ones on the bottom and pull them over the ones on the top. It's kind of like in a scarf when you're casting off. Can you see? And you're just pulling one loop over the one in front of it. So then I always wrap it around here a little bit. It doesn't always stay, but it shouldn't mess up anything too bad. And then, now the loom kit comes with its own hook, but I lost mine. So I'm just going to use this double-sided needle. I lose everything, you guys, if you haven't noticed by now. So I'm going to start with this knob to the right of the hook, my right. And I'm just going to stick it up inside. And pull it over the top of the loop. So let's do that again. I'm going to stick it up inside here and just pull it over the top of the loop. Inside, over the top of the loop. And then you just do that all the way around. And when you finish, I bet you can guess, you're going to push the loops down and all the way around, and then once you finish pulling all your stitches over the top one and pushing them down, you're going to do the same thing again and just make loops and then pull all those loops over the top of the other one until it gets long enough and you're finished with your hat. Now I'm going to show you how to make a brim if you choose to do so. This is about the point at which you would make a brim. It's about 4 inches long, maybe 3.5. And I'm just going to take it, this last stitch, and pull it in the inside, not around the outside, but through the inside to its corresponding knob. And you just do that all the way around, putting the last stitch, the bottom stitch, back on the knobs. And then what you're going to do when you go all the way around is take one of these, like you did with all the other stitches, and pull the bottom one over the top one. And then you'll just keep knitting like you usually do, wrapping around and pulling the bottom one over the top one. And that's pretty much how you make a hat, although let me show you how to finish it so you know. When you're finished, you will cut a length of about 2 feet. And then one at a time, you'll pull your stitches off. So you have to pull the stitch off. Here, I don't know if you can see it. And you'll just take your string and stick it through the loop. Ta-da! See? And then you'll go to the one next to it. And I started again. I always start on the one to the right of the knob. So to you it looks like left, but to me it is the right. And on yours it will be right. So then you take the next one off, this one, and you just stick the yarn through that one. And then once you have them all off, you'll just pull the yarn as tight as you can, and it'll cinch the top of it together so it'll look like a hat. And then you'll just cut off any extra, because you'll probably have a lot of extras since you cut 2 feet and you've pulled it tight. So then you would cut it until there are only like 3 or 4 inches to weave in, and then you'll stick it on the inside of the hat and weave it in like you would with a scarf or a blanket, and then you'll be done. So it's been fun. I really don't think we should see each other anymore. It's not you, it's me. We had some good times, but I hope we can still be friends. So yeah, bye. Why are you still here?